The hidden door. The old abandoned mansion on the edge of town had always been a source of fascination for the local kids. It was said that the place was haunted and that strange things happened within its walls. But despite the rumors, no one had ever been brave enough to venture inside. That is, until a group of 4 friends decided to investigate the mansion for themselves. They were all thrill seekers, and the idea of exploring the old mansion was too enticing to pass up. As they approached the mansion, they noticed something strange. A door that they had never seen before. It was tucked away in a corner of the building, almost hidden from view. Curiosity getting the better of them, the group decided to investigate further. After some searching, they discovered that the door was locked, but they didn't give up easily. After a bit of trial and error, they managed to pry it open. Inside, they found a narrow passageway, lit by a single flickering torch. The passageway led deep into the bowels of the mansion, twisting and turning as it went. It was clear that whoever had built this secret passageway had gone to great lengths to ensure that it remained hidden. As they continued down the passageway, the group began to hear strange noises. The sounds were faint at first, but they grew louder as they approached a large, steel door at the end of the passageway. With trembling hands, they pushed open the door and stepped inside. What they found was beyond their wildest imaginations. The room was filled with ancient artifacts, treasures from a bygone era. It was clear that this room had been untouched for centuries. As they explored the room, they discovered a map that showed the location of a treasure trove hidden deep within the jungle. It was a treasure that had been sought after for generations, but no one had ever been able to find it. The group knew what they had to do. They had to find this treasure no matter what the cost. As they set out into the jungle, they quickly realized that the journey would be perilous. The jungle was dense and unforgiving, and danger lurked around every corner. But they pressed on, determined to reach their goal. Days turned into weeks as they navigated the jungle, fighting off dangerous animals and battling their way through treacherous terrain. But finally, they arrived at their destination, a hidden cave deep within the jungle. As they entered the cave, they were met with a sight that took their breath away. The walls were lined with gold, and jewels sparkled in the dim light of their torches. It was a treasure beyond their wildest dreams. But their joy was short-lived. As they began to gather the treasure, they were ambushed by a group of armed men. It was clear that they weren't the only ones who had been searching for the treasure. A fierce battle ensued, but the group was outnumbered and outgunned. They were captured and taken to a nearby encampment, where they were held prisoner. Days turned into weeks as they languished in their cells, wondering if they would ever be able to escape. But then, a stroke of luck, They overheard their captors talking about a shipment of weapons that was due to arrive the next day. It was their chance to escape. Under the cover of darkness, they managed to slip out of their cells and make their way to the storage area. There, they found the weapons, enough to arm themselves and take on their captors. A fierce battle ensued, but this time the group was ready. They fought with everything they had, and in the end, they emerged victorious. With the treasure in hand and their captors defeated, the group knew that they had to make their way back home. But the journey would not be easy. They had to navigate the treacherous jungle once again, and they knew that danger still lurked around every corner. As they made their way through the jungle, they could hear the sounds of pursuit behind them. Their captors were not willing to give up so easily, and they were hot on their trail. The group knew that they had to act fast. They split up, each taking a different route through the jungle. They hoped that by dividing their pursuers, they would have a better chance of escaping. But luck was not on their side. As they pushed deeper into the jungle, they found themselves surrounded by their pursuers. It was clear that they were outnumbered and outmatched. Just when all hope seemed lost, they heard a familiar sound, the roar of a helicopter. It was a rescue team sent by the local authorities. They had been tracking the group's movements and had finally caught up with them. With the help of the rescue team, the group was able to escape the jungle and make their way back home. They were greeted as heroes, their story making headlines around the world. But the adventure had changed them. They had seen things that they could never forget, and they knew that they could never go back to their old lives. They had tasted adventure, and they knew that they had to seek it out again. And so, they set out on a new journey, traveling to the far corners of the earth in search of new adventures. They knew that danger and excitement awaited them, but they were ready for anything. As they looked back on their journey, they knew that it had all started with a hidden door, a door that had led them to a treasure beyond their wildest dreams. And they knew that they would never forget the thrill of that adventure, no matter what their journeys took them next. The end. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please do not forget to hit the like button and share it with your friends and family. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to our channel for more content like this. We'll see you in the next one.